Deuteronomy 28 and 48, 49. Go back to 48, the last one I read. Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the Lord Yahweh shall send against thee, and in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in the want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until thou hast been destroyed. That yoke of iron going into slavery, man. A literal yoke of iron also. You know? It says, verse 49, and the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. And that eagle represents the Roman Empire, man. You know, it says that tongue y'all should not understand because what? The Romans spoke Latin, man. Romans spoke Latin, man. In English, as they call themselves the Americans, they spoke English, you know. But we spoke what? We spoke Hebrew, you know. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the purchase of the old, nor show favor to the young, man. Cruel and unmerciful, man. Unforgiving. That was the Romans, man. You know. They showed a lot of hatred to the Jews, man, which is the tribe of Judah, Benjamin and Levi, man. They showed a lot of hatred, man. When we read in Ezekiel 35, I get that. Ezekiel 35 and 5, it says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end, man. So what Esau did, this is perpetual, meaning what? Continual, man. There's been a continual hatred. And they have shed the blood of the children of Israel. And it's history, it's facts, man. You've seen the postcards on how they hang Jake, man. The postcards where they showing where Jake is burning in the fire. The one postcard where they already burnt the body, basically hung the body back up. You've seen it, man. Those used to be postcards when they would show them hanging the so-called black men. Those are postcards that they sent each other, man. Our people don't even know that, man. You know? It says, and he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed. And he's gonna take everything. They basically stripped everything from Negroes, Latinos, and the Native Americans, man. It says, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or increase of thy kind of flocks of thy sheep until thou hast been destroyed. So Esau took everything. Systematic plan, all in prophecy, basically. Took everything, man. The Lord had Esau strip us from everything. We went from being kings to servants, man. Now the servants sit up on horses while the princes walk, man. Let me get that. I get that. Read that. Ecclesiastes, I think it's 7. 7. Was it 10? 10 and 7. Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth, man. And that's the day the Lord took us down, man, because we was once prince. You know, Esau was a servant. Now the servant is up on the horse, and we walking up on the ground on the earth, man. Meaning what? He is at his height of his rulership. He's sitting on high right now. You know, when you see somebody up on a horse, they normally conquerors or generals, man. Especially if the horse is a certain color. You know. So the Lord did a number on us, man, for being disobedient, man, to the law, statutes, and commandments, man. You know? And it says, he shall besiege thee in all thy gates until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trusted throughout all thy land, man. He did this in the time of Jerusalem, Masada, man. When he came and ramshacked our temple in 70 AD. You know, closed us off, man. Jake was eating their kids, eating other people, eating leather, eating shoes, whatever they could eat. Rocks, grass, and that's gonna happen in this time. They're gonna bring that martial law back, and that same situation 70 AD is gonna happen again. Esau had done many AARs, after action reviews, man. They always put situations out there and they figure out how can we make this better? How can we do it where they don't escape this time? How are we gonna do it when we don't buck up, we won't have a resistance? You know? It says, and thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body, the flesh of thy sons and daughters, which the Lord Yahweh thy power have given thee in the siege and in the straitness wherein thy enemies have distressed thee, man. So that happened then during the time of Masada, and it's going to happen in the time of America when the Lord puts that spirit on this place, man, and all hell breaks loose in America, man. You know? Let me go to, I'm going to skip to verse 59. Well, I skip 58. If thou wouldest not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, thou mayest fear this glorious, fearful name, the Lord thy power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi, right? Then the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi will make thy plagues wonderful. He will make thy plagues wonderful, meaning extraordinary, man. It's going to be something like you ain't never seen before. And it says, and the plagues of thy seed, thou great plagues, and the long continuous and sore sickness, and of long continuous, man. I mean, it's going to happen until the Lord decide to come back, like I said earlier, and take us up into the ships and give us incorruptible bodies, man. These plagues are going to stick with you, man. If you're not following the blueprint. Verse 60, moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou wast afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee, man. Blood in the water is already happening. Flies, locusts, man, fleas, death of the firstborn. Man, all these things are constantly happening. It's been happening. Them same plagues been still hitting, man. It says, also every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, them will the Lord bring upon thee till thou art destroyed. So it's sicknesses that haven't even been written in the law, man. It's things that the Lord is going to bring, like he said, that you have never seen before in your life, man. He said there are sicknesses in this book that have not been written in this book that he's going to bring upon you. And that's heavy, man. That's heavy. And it says, and ye shall be left few in number, whereas ye were as the stars of heaven for a multitude, because thou wouldest not obey the voice of the Lord thy power. So we were the stars of the multitude, but now we few, man. He said he's going to bring you to few. And it shall come to pass that as the Lord rejoices over you to do good and to multiply you, so the Lord Yahweh will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught. So the Lord, no respect of persons. He will destroy you, man. And ye shall be plucked up from off the land whither thou goest to possess it, man. You know? So we were plucked off the land violently by who? Our enemies, man. Esau, the so-called white man, the Syrians, Nebuchadnezzar and them, you Hamites and Ishmaelites, y'all all had a hand in the destruction of the Israelites, man. So you're going to have to pay. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there shall thou church shall serve other gods, neither Neither thou nor thy fathers have known neither wood nor stone, man. So these different religions that you scattered to these different countries. Far east, far southeast, Asia Pacific. You were scattered in Europe. The Lord scattered Israelites everywhere. And you grow up in those countries, and what? Normally, your mother is the heathen. Because Jake and them, man, we be popping. Once we pop, it's gonna be Israelite. So normally, your mom them get you into the teachings of the other doctrines in the other cultures. You grow up being a Buddhist, or you believe in Scientology. You grow up in Islam, or over here you grow up into this fake Christianity, man. The believing of Cesare Borgia, Serapis Christians, man. You grow up believing in this madness, man. You grow up believing in this madness right here. You know? That's our people. You don't grow up worshiping the true power, Yahawashi, Yahawashi. You don't, grow up believing in that madness, man. And it says, verse 65, and among these nations thou shalt find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord shall give thee a trembling heart and a failing of eyes and sorrow of mind, man. So he's gonna put you under different calamities and afflictions being under these nations, man. Ain't no rest, man. You feel the pain of being under these other nations wherever you go. Ain't no love in them other nations, man. And it says, verse 66, and it says, so in that, if you know that is happening, you must look for deliverance, man. You gotta be looking for the deliverance like now, as we do as such, man. We pray curses on this place daily, and we look for that deliverance, man. And it says, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have no assurance of life, man. So you don't know whether you're gonna live or die every day you wake up in America. It might be the last day you breathe, man, in this place, man. And it says, in the morning thou shalt say, would God it be evening, right? Because when you out there working hard every day, standing on your feet, especially if you was in the field picking cotton, you wish that it be evening, because evening you'll be done. And it says, and at evening thou say, would God thine heart, would God in the morning for the fear, it says, would God it were morning for the fear of thine heart, wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes which thou shalt see, man. So cruel torture, man. Cruel torture, man. Because a lot of times Esau would grab the slaves in the night, and he would like beat you, man. He would beat you with whips at night, do all kinds of things, man. So shit, you rather wish it was morning. Yo, you be plagued with your sleep, you can't sleep. You know, you having bad dreams and nightmares. You know, this is what this society does, man. People still have them to the day through the food and the water. You eating all this poison, man. You having nightmares and dreams, can't sleep good. You know, like I said, you got sinus problems. You know, damn food giving you heartburn. There's no rest in this place, man. You can't even lay down and sleep right without it being a problem. Verse 68, and the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way of I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. Right? He said he's going to bring you into Egypt again with ships. When you look at a map, you can walk from Egypt to Israel. This was telling you that he was going to bring you into Egypt again with ships, meaning he was going to bring you into slavery, man. And that's how we came from the western shores of Africa on ships, man. America being spiritually Egypt, pursuing the Revelation 11th chapter. He brought you into bondage. That word means bondage when you read Exodus 20 and 2. He's going to bring you into bondage again with ships, man. and we will see our homeland no more. We haven't saw Jerusalem, man. You know, you damn near gotta get a letter from the government to fly to Jerusalem now. We will be sold for bond men and bond women. You saw them on the auction blocks, man, selling our people into slavery. And none of our leaders said gonna buy you anywhere are going to get us out of the situation that we're in. None of our leaders, man. We've had many leaders come and nobody's got the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans out of the situation of slavery. Because while you were disobedient and the Lord put you in that subjection, had Esau put you on that subjection, it's by the hand of Yahawashi and Yahawashi, man. And you can't fight against it until the time is accomplished and the Lord said, okay, it's time. The elect have been filled. I'm finna go down here and destroy this place, man, and destroy the rulership of Esau. When the Lord said that time is near, then that's when our punishment is accomplished, man. But up until then, you're gonna be plagued with these plagues of slavery until they kill you, man. You know? So we must obey the law, statutes, commandments. And one is having faith, man. When you read in Romans the 3rd chapter, faith is a big one. You know, if you don't have faith, then you ain't got nothing. That's how we walk by faith, man. And with that, man, I hope this lesson was edifying. I'll give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakahakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of GMS, who rule well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, man. We don't got long, brothers. Keep pushing that word, man. Keep pushing that word, man. You know, keep strife and contention out of this. It's all about pushing the word that the elect may get it and we get out of here, man. Because if we are not the men, who are they? Is it just one or two men, the men of the Lord? You know? We out here on faith doing this, man. We keep pushing. Till next time, Shalom.